Okay. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me so that we can go over this. How to value yourself and set standards in the relationships. One of the biggest lessons in love and in life is realizing the way others treat you often reflects the standards you set for yourself. When you don't value yourself, you unintentionally send a message that you don't care about your standards and your values and you don't know your worth. You also unintentionally send a message that people can walk all over you and people can do whatever they want with you, with your time, with your space, and everything. So, what are standards? What are standards? Standards are the minimum level of behavior, respect, and treatment you are willing to accept in life and in relationships, right? They are your personal rules of engagement, the guidelines that protect you and your self worth to ensure you are treated in alignment with your values. For example, I will not accept being spoken to with disrespect. Once you disrespect me, I walk away. Once you shout at me, I walk away. Those are my standards and those are my values too. I value my space and I value my ears. If you start shouting at me, I walk away because you are not respecting my space. You are not respecting me as an individual. What gives you the right to shout at me? What have I done? I'm not a child that you start shouting at me. Even children, some children, once you shout at them, they also shut down. So why? Number two, there's a difference between standards and preferences. Preferences are the things you want. For example, I would like a partner who loves traveling. But standards are the things that you require to have peace in your life and enjoy your life. I will not stay in a relationship where where I am being abused, lied to, betrayed, and disregarded. Right? Those are my standards. It's not a preference, but it's a standard. I always tell my clients never set standards when you are in the relationship. Come into the relationship with your standards so that whoever comes into your life knows what they are walking into. Setting standards while you are in the relationship is a little bit tricky because people have come into your life knowing what you accept. All of a sudden, you change. Okay. Set your standards before you go into this relationship. Right. So, what does it mean to set your standards? Number one, define your boundaries. Right? Define your boundaries. Clearly identifying the behavior you tolerate. I don't accept people talking to me, pointing their finger at me. No, you don't do that. That's not me. And always communicate clearly, letting others know what you accept in your life. The other one is enforcing consequences. If you cheat on me, I leave, right? If you lie to me, I will not be very happy with you. And if you invite me to places or to your event last minute, when you have planned your event 3 months or 4 months before, and you invite me last minute, I will not come. because that's a pity invite. If you really valued my presence, you would have remembered to invite Rose when you started inviting other guests. And always people ask me, but well, some people forget. No, if you are important to them, they will not forget to invite you. So when a person invites you last minute to their event, don't attend, because it's a pity invite. I will not attend, because if you really wanted me to be there, and I value my time, I have plans, I have a life, I can't cancel my plans simply because you have remembered to invite me. No, I will not come. Sorry. The other one is, when you start protecting your standards, yeah, or when you start setting standards and knowing your values, people are going to respect you. People will not walk all over you. When I am not appreciated, for example, if I feel I'm not being appreciated in this space, I'll keep my distance. I'll walk away with my respect, with my dignity, right? If you are invited late, let's go back to this one. Say no. It will send a message to people that you have a life and you have things to do. When you are betrayed, forgive and let go. This is tough, even for me as an individual. When a person betrays me, I have to pray about it so that I can forgive and move on. This is not automatic. When you are ignored by people, you say something and you suggest something, and then people ignore your suggestion or they ignore you, stop approaching them. Stop mixing with them. When people forget that you exist, forget them. Let them go. When you are insulted by people, there are other people that say some very hurtful things to people, whether it's on the net or in life or as sisters in families. What I've always learned is, if you really feel deep down that you need to talk to this individual, go ahead and talk to them in private, and make sure you make it very clear that you felt insulted with what they said. But if they start shouting at you and they are trying to explain why they disrespected you and not even apologizing, walk away. They are not ready to respect you, and they are not ready to know your worth. Walk away with your dignity. When people talk over you, right? Yeah, I had to think about this, because in conversations, you are trying to say something to you, and then a person continuously talks over you. Don't raise your voice so that they can hear you. Shut your mouth. And if it continues, just walk away, because they are not ready to listen to you, my dear. Even if you shout, it's not going to change the situation. So, setting standards and setting values, it also helps you to clarify your non-negotiables in life and in the relationships. Standards are not about being picky. No, they are about knowing what you will not compromise on. Respect, honesty, loyalty, and kindness. These are the pillars of a healthy relationship. Respect, honesty, loyalty, and kindness. They are four pillars in a relationship. Stop settling for less than what you deserve. Women, stop settling for what you deserve, even in families. Stop settling for what you deserve. If you know you deserve better, stop settling for less. Why? Why? Those are your standards. When you settle for less than what you deserve, you teach yourself and others that you are less than enough, right? Raise the bar and trust that the right people will notice your standards and your value. Model the love you desire, because if you respect yourself, if you value yourself, if you have standards, people are going to follow suit. Because once you set your standards, you are telling people how you want to be treated. But if you have no standards in your life, your kids, your husband, your siblings, your colleagues, even your churchmates will not respect you, or they will not value your worth. I hope that helped you to understand why it is important to set your standards and also to value yourself, and the difference between setting standards and preferences. So, thank you so much. That's all I had for you today, and I hope it answered a lot of questions for you. So send me a DM if there is another topic that you want us to discuss, and also if you want more information about this topic. Thank you so much, and continue to set your standards and respect them. Bye bye for now.